Alright, it's a bright and early Monday morning. I got this week off between Christmas and New Year, so I'm going to try to get some stuff done. I do have another project. I was thinking about blitzing it this week, but the reality is I need to catch up on several things that I should do before I start that. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I need to get that Suburban in here, change the oil, do a few things. Needs new brake pads on the front. I got to change the oil in Mama's car. I need to put a water pump on that Squarebody. I need to sell that thing. So this car has to go out. This is a North Carolina thermometer right here. Don't go no lower than that, but it's colder than that in here. I know that much. So I got a heater somewhere. I need to dig it up, crank it up. And also I pulled the trigger. On Thursday, I got a buddy coming by. He's going to install a split unit in here, heat and air. I'll probably wind up paying for it. The money I save not running those things. I don't really need that much heat, but air conditioning, battery went dead. I was saying, I don't really need that much heat. But air conditioning is pretty critical around here. It gets hot. So I think what I'm going to do is this week I'm going to put a hurting on some of the other stuff I got to do. Plus I got that one Caprice out there, which is part of the next project. I need to put some antifreeze in it and see if it'll run and move it out of the way. Is what I need to do. So that's among the first things. We might let her warm up a minute out there first. It's quite nippy. And here's something else I'm going to do. I've been noticing all the cool kids are doing this. They're plugging in their cars, so I'm going to do this too here if I can do it without messing up everything. There. She's plugged up. Let's see what happens with that. Oh yeah, and once I get things situated here, you know how it is. I gotta clean off my workbench. I don't think I'm gonna crank up the heat. It ain't that bad. Plus I got my snap-on coat keeping me warm, you know. Sun's coming up. I'm just gonna keep cleaning up. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, now that I got the workbench spotless, it's time to go out here and get this Caprice running. Just a little public service announcement. You know, I listen to the radio all the time. I was just listening. There's an ad for something or other, cash.com, and the lady was telling her husband, our credit cards are maxed out. We're behind on the rent. We just need a little cash to help tide us over. Let's go to blah, blah, blah.com and borrow some money. Hey, that's the last thing you need to do. Do not borrow more money. Pay off the debt you have. Struggle through, you know, you don't need the latest whatever, the game console, the gaming chair. You don't need all that crap. You don't even need a $5,000 car. Get a cheap one. Okay, rant over. Alright, this is the best I could come up with for the mass airflow on short notice. Had to use a fern coal. But I think that'll work. I'll make it run. Remember how I was going around like a moron, couldn't find a radiator cap when I was putting that other car together? Right there it is. Well, that's kind of a dumb move, isn't it? I forgot to put the fans in it. Anyway, I'm just trying to crank it up so I can move it, so it'll be okay. Now this one, whenever it got in its little whatever happened, these cars have two batteries and one's supposed to be right there, but it ain't there no more, and they just kinda cut the wires. So anyways, I'm gonna see if it'll run. Didn't need to go get the keys. I had left them right there. Oh yeah. She fired right off. She's not sounding too good though. What's wrong with you, old girl? Check engine light is on. Sure ain't running too good. Might be this mass airflow. I noticed this was in the wrecked one, and it was pretty broke inside, so that maybe it's trouble. I don't know. We can figure it out. But I ain't gonna do it right now. I got other stuff. Alright, we got the oil changed in Mama's car. We cranked up the Suburban. Probably should have videoed that. It was pretty exciting how much that thing smokes when it's cold. Alright, we're fitting to push this car out. You gonna help me? Help me?
Yeah.
Alright, let's sit. Watch we don't hit the... Easy now. You gotta... Don't run me in. Forward. Now we're going. Brakes, I guess. Alright, that's good. Alright, now let's pick up this mess right here and sweep the floor right quick. At least that part of the floor. Pretty good. I think you got it on the first try. Alright, that young feller says he's hungry again. And truth be told, I'm kind of feeling a hunger pain my own self. So we're gonna come back, do a little work on it. We gotta fix our transmission leak. I think it's one of these cooler lines. Rubbed a hole in it up in there somewhere. We gotta put some brake pads on it. I had a doozy of a time getting this wheel off when we were up in the woods. Hopefully, at least the wheel on the other side. Hopefully this one ain't so bad. And we got a few other things to do. Tour, change the oil. So we'll be back after we eat something and get out. We're running those brake pads pretty close to the last. Pretty close to the last. It'll be alright. Bang! Didn't even flinch. These brakes are better on this side. We for sure got the money's worth out of those brake pads. Alright, we got to make a run to the parts store because these calipers. Did I say that right?
I'm pretty sure it's caliper.
That's correct. Once again, you are correct.
Yeah.
We got to go get a hardware kit. I didn't do that whenever I bought the brake pads on my way by the parts store like a bonehead. I thought of it, but then I said, nah, it'll be alright. Well, guess what? It ain't alright. So, we got to go buy a hardware kit, and we're considering purchasing new shocks because those ones don't do no shocking. It's shocking, it's pretty bouncy. So anyway, I think we're going to take the Caprice. If I can find my glasses, see how to drive. He's cleaning up the caliper bolts. And we got this side done. We're going to let the little scratches on the rotor ride. Actually, it increases surface area for more braking power, right? There you go. Perfect. Sure it's on there?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta give these old girls some grease. Gotta keep them lubed up. Using the Smart Saker grease gun tip. All right. Forgot this one, I think. You know, I used to have a nice head of hair like that. Ooh, snug them first. All right, now go around and put a little on them. Good. Oh, not much more than that. To your left, to your left. There you go. One more. There you go. My George, I think he's got it. How'd you do? Alright, move it back because it's going to shorten up. I think you've done pretty good. Usually I make a bigger mess than that. Just not principle. You got to get the oil filter off too. He didn't believe me that when that pump come on, pretty soon there'd be oil come squirting out of that bleeder. But it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
He was asleep at the wheel. Covered him up. Alright. We're doing some MacGyvering back here. We did get the oil changed and the brakes on it. I'm going to complete my MacGyvering. Maybe I'll tell you about that. Maybe I won't. Anyway. She should be good to go on a dirt road again here pretty soon. She's a noisy old girl, ain't she? Smoked us up in here. Anyway, we got to check the transmission fluid and make sure it ain't leaking. License and registration. Well, I don't think it's leaking. I like your rag. Tie-dye and all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you want to ring the bell?
For old time's sake.
Just for old time's sake. Remember when you used to have to jump up there and reach that thing?
Yeah, no, I can.
Alright. I still got them old man muscles though, don't I?
Yeah.